Welcome to Cologne and its magnificent dome. Cologne Cathedral is a stunning Gothic masterpiece known for its twin spires that dominate the city skyline. Construction began in 1248 and, after centuries of interruption, was finally completed in 1880. The cathedral houses important Christian relics, including the Shrine of the Three Kings, and is renowned for its intricate facade and impressive stained glass windows. As a UNESCO World Heritage Site, it remains one of Germany's most visited landmarks and a symbol of enduring architectural ambition.
Let us pray.
Chocolate lovers, rejoice. We have come to the Lindt Chocolate Museum. Now, we're not sure exactly what we're going to see there, but it's all going to be to do with chocolate. And we've bought a combined ticket because you can also travel on the Ferris wheel, which is right next to the museum. Now, unfortunately, it's a bit of a damp day today, so we're not sure exactly what we'll see from the Ferris wheel. And of course, with my fear of heights, it's going to be a bit of a challenge.
Oh, wow.
Well, we've been able to pick up a couple of guides in English, and also, as we went through the entrance, they gave us a couple of Lindt chocolates. freshly made chocolate here, Paul. Let's give it a go. Come on. It's dripping. It's dripping. Delicious.
Jeez, it's heavy.
Well, I was going to say that the chocolate museum was sweet, but I'm afraid that when we left, I was shortchanged by a chocolate. Everyone was being handed 4, and I only got 3. So I'm very disappointed about that. Anyway, we are now going to go on the Ferris wheel, which is just over there. So everyone is standing at separate gates to enter the cabin. Right, Paul, we're wobbling and we haven't even set off yet.
We are wobbling.
There's no seat belt. Oh no.
I don't know.
I thought the seat was actually wet, but it's just the material. I think it might be slightly damp. After this,
We're going.
After this, we're not going to know if the seat was damp from just the rain or my fright of going up. Oh dear.
Oh, look.
I think I might be closing my eyes for this.
I see the cathedral in the distance.
Okay, if you don't mind, I'm going to stop filming now. And you're going to capture it, okay?
Give me your camera too. I'll catch it on both sides. Are we just dangling now?
We're just dangling. I can see the tram. I think I'm going to be closing my eyes for part of this. The reason we're dangling is because they're letting more people on. And that's what I hope anyway. Well, at least we have got a cabin to ourselves. There weren't a lot of people waiting. It's a Friday at noon and it's a very dull day. We had booked in advance, so you can never account for what the weather is going to be beforehand. I guess a lot of people will think, well, there's not much point in doing it today.
There's not much point in doing anything today because it's so wet. So I think maybe on wet days it would be best to do something like this.
Yes, but what I'm saying is that you maybe can't see as far on a day like this. You can see the cathedral, and it is shrouded in a little bit of mist at the top of its spires.
That's where we have to go for our hotel later. And
in front of me, but behind you, and I can't really make out the name of this. I can't really make out the full name, but there's an arena that looks very much like Wembley. It's got the same sort of arch that Wembley has. And I see another building with the same name. I can't make it out, it's too far away. Lauex or something? Lanex Arena, maybe? There are people playing sport down there. It's actually a tennis court, but it's been turned into a little mini football.
Do you think this is as high as we go?
No. I wouldn't have thought so. If it is, then I'm okay with it, but I think that we go higher than this.
I think we're going.
Yeah. Actually, maybe you're right. If that was it, then I can cope with it just about okay. You can give me my camera back then. I have a feeling that that was it. I thought it was going to go a lot higher. There's a boat down there. Of course, this is the Rhine. I imagine that we're going to go right up the other side now as well. And we are down. Cologne has a vibrant shopping centre. All your favourite stores are here, including our favourite stores. And mine is up first. You know what it is, of course, it is CNA. Let's see what they've got in store today. Oh, it's lovely and warm in here. Good old CNA, it never disappoints. And if you want to see what we got, make sure you watch our Germany Hall episode.
Marcus,
Yes?
you have your CNA and now I have Zara.
Oh, right, off you go then.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Well, again, if you want to see if Paul bought anything at Zara, make sure you watch our Germany Hall episode. We are going on a pub crawl with a difference tonight. We will be going to an Irish bar, a gay bar, and a brewery. So what comes first? The Irish bar, of course. All the way from Cork to Cologne, we are going into the Corkonian Irish pub. What did you think of the Guinness at the Corkonian, Paul?
Oh, it was quite good actually.
Yeah, it was very fresh, I have to say. And I really loved the green in there when they were pouring it. And he did the 2-pour system just perfectly.
Oh yes, we did.
Okay, well the pub crawl continues right now. Well, you'll probably see the rainbow flag behind us.
Behind me.
That, well yes, behind Paul. And we are now going to the gay bar, which is called Unported. Well, we had a fantastic time at Unported, and in actual fact, the bartender was such a good salesman that he came over and he said,
says,
"Do you want another one?"
And you said, yeah.
And he says, "Oh, just a small one, just a small one." I said, "Oh, okay then." So we did have a second beer there.
We were supposed to leave by that point.
Yeah, but there was a bit of drama as well because
Oh, Lord.
I was sitting on top of a seat which had a radiator underneath it, and when I got up to go to the toilet, the whole seat collapsed and all the cushions, everything just fell onto the ground. The bartender and the other guy who was there, well, I guess he was a bartender as well.
Do you know what it is?
They came over and they said, no, it's not a problem, it's not a problem. And I was helping them fix it, and he says, no, he says, you shouldn't be fixing this.
You know,
So it was fine.
It was basically a plank of wood and cushions on top of the radiator.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
But it was very nice to sit on because it was very warming, and of course we're here in winter.
Warm.
Well, it might have been too warm for you, but it was nice and warm for me because of course we're here in winter and it is very, very cold. Well, we have
Freezing.
one more place to go to tonight, and that is a brewery. So we're going to head there now. So we're walking down this alleyway now to find the brewery Summer.
What's it called?
Summer, S-U-M-M-E-R. Well, Summer. There's a taberna there. I think we found it. Sooner, not summer. They have an Aperol Spritz for €8. So we've been given a card, 106, to come up here. So 2 beers are on their way, and we'll have a look at the menu and see what there is to eat.
Do you know what you want?
So we've just ordered 2 more beers, and we think that they actually write the number of beers on this list here on the bar mat.
So they only serve them in this glass, which is what? 0.2.
Of a litre, 200 ml.
So they sell this amount, and then people order tons of it.
So the bartender came up with a whole tray full of beers. And I said, oh yeah, we'll take a couple of those. He says, you want 2 more? I'll get you 2 more.
I think that we're going to have 2 more after that.
Well, we haven't had our food yet, so we do need 2 more to wash it down with.
Because I've ordered something big.
What have you ordered?
Pork chop.
And I'm
€25.
Oh, and I'm having a bratwurst, and that was only 19. We are now on our second beer at the brewery. So you can see here, that he has marked 4 on this coaster, which means we've had 4 beers. And we're still waiting for our food, isn't that right, Paul?
Afina.
The food has arrived. I have a bratwurst with potatoes and something else on the side. I don't know what that is. But look at this, Paul. Look what you've got. What is that?
This is a pork chop.
A pork chop.
And this is 500 grams.
Wow. It's got a tomato sticking out of it, and you've got the potatoes as well.
And this is thyme.
And thyme. Well, I think it's time that we started to eat because we're absolutely famished. Look at this. Absolutely amazing. So this is cabbage on the side. I have to say, I've had the potatoes and the gravy already. It's absolutely delicious. And the sausage looks like a big bender that you get at Wembley, at Wimpy. Oh my goodness. This is delicious. And Paul, you've got this massive pork.
It is ginormous.
Can I have some of those onions?
Yeah.
Look at all those onions you've got. Mmm.
Is it okay?
Oh, it's lovely. Wow.
What did you think?
I have to say, that was absolutely delicious. I had the bratwurst with potatoes and cabbage, and the gravy, I have to say, was probably the best I've ever had. Talk about Christmas dinners. Oh my goodness, this gravy really surpassed any that I've ever had before.
And my pork chop was so thick.
That was amazing. I mean, I've seen pork chops in my life, but I've never seen that. That was like a pork shank.
Do you know what that reminded me of? It reminded me of the pork that we had in Luxembourg.
Yes, that's
Remember
right.
where we ordered the meat without knowing what the meat was?
Yeah, but that was a flat meat. This was on the bone, so this was like a shank.
Yeah, it was quite a pork choppy.
So if you are coming to Cologne, this is Sunner am Walfurch. So the Sunner Brewery. And they serve the beers, as we found when we got the small beer that we got in the gay bar as well. It's 0.2 litres, which I think is actually a really nice size. So we got 2 of those each as well.
So it's 4 in total.
4 in total, and the bill for the beers and the food came to €55, which I think was pretty good. And what a way to finish our time here in Cologne. Well, we hope that you have enjoyed today's episode from Cologne. And we'll see you next time. Bye.
Wiedersehen.